What's going on, everybody? Crazy Dog back with another video. Now, this will be my Yankees series recap and my Ohio Cup series preview. Now, before I get into this, I just want to send my thoughts and prayers to David Ortiz, Big Papi, who unfortunately was shot and wounded last night at a club in Dominican Republic. So I'm hearing he's doing better. He's still in serious condition. I think they're actually trying to move him to Boston. I think that would actually be a good idea. But yeah, really serious situation going on with that. But with that being said, let's talk about this Yankees series. Guys, holy crap, man. What a series. Mm-mm-mm. You know, the Indians coming off taking 2 of 3 against the Twins, you know, division leader, facing another division leader in the Yankees. And coming into the series, we originally had 3 very tough pitching matchups to go up against. I mean, of course, you know, we had Herman against Plesac in game 1. We had Plutko against Sabathia. And then originally it was supposed to be Tanaka going up against Bieber. But, of course, Masahiro Tanaka's wife gave birth. They welcomed a new addition to their family. So they actually put him on the paternity list and pushed his start back a day. So they went with a bullpen game for game 3. Bullpen day for game 3. But let's talk about what went down. Let's talk about what happened in game 1. Freaking dad came up and got me a drumstick. Like, I really want it right now. No, I don't want it right now. Are you kidding me? But game 1, of course, Herman against Plesac. I was kind of like, okay, I wonder how this kid's going to do. Now, fun fact, his uncle, Dan Plesac, his first loss came to the White Sox, same as Zach. And I'm thinking, imagine if he gets a win here, same as his uncle. But anyways, Indians wound up getting a win, 5-2. It did not start off good. In fact, all 3 of these games did not start off that great for the Tribe. We really could not get going to start. It looked like Herman was just going to own us, as the Yankees got the scoring started with Clint Frazier scoring Gary Sanchez on an RBI double in the top of the second. Then the next inning, Aaron Hicks homered. As they say, Hicks to the sticks. Yeah. And then bottom of the 4th, Kipnis got us on the board with an RBI single, scoring Oscar Mercado. And then bottom of the 5th, the Indians would tie the game up with a Tyler Naquin solo shot. And then finally, Carlos Santana would give us the lead for good with a 2-run ding-dong. And Oscar Mercado, once again, was on base. And then just for lulz, just for the final dagger, Jason Kipnis hit us with a sac fly, scoring Francisco Lindor. So top of the 9th, Brad Hand comes in there, replacing Nick Whitgren, and just bam, 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 takes him down. 1, 2, 3. Literally, he struck out all 3 guys. I mean, that was nasty stuff I saw from him. But wow. So game 1, it was a good game for the Indians. I mean, the offense did what it, always seems to do at times and just come back late in the game. I mean, Francisco Lindor is notoriously clutch in the 7th and 8th inning. I mean, you have a guy on base with him up at the plate. And then, man, if Lindor is up at the plate and you have a guy on and it's like past seventh inning, you should know that he's probably going to come up big for you. And that's exactly what he did. Now, as for the pitchers, how did they do? Herman went 6 innings, 6 hits, 4 runs, all earned, 1 walk, 6 Ks, 2 homers. That's not horrible. He's actually been arguably their best pitcher. He has 9 wins, and we are in June. That's insane. And then Plazak, who got his first win, same as his uncle, against the Yankees. 7 innings, 6 hits, 2 runs, both earned, 1 walk, 5 Ks, and 1 homer. And then, of course, Whitgren came in there, shut him down. And then Brad Hand came in and did the same thing, 3 strikeouts. That was impressive. So game 1 goes to the Indians. Plazak 1-1, Herman 9-2. Hand got his 19th save of the year. Very impressive. I'm pretty sure he's still tied for the league lead with Shane Green. Shane freaking Green. 19 saves. Imagine that. So we head into game 2, and I'll be real. I'll be really honest with you guys. I thought Plutko was going to be the one to completely fall flat. I thought it was going to be Plutko who was going to collapse and freaking give up 7 runs in like 1 inning or something, and then we were going to absolutely get crushed because honestly, Plutko hasn't been that good. But then again, last year he came up, he was good. I think we went in the time machine and we got the Plutko from last year because I'll tell you one thing, he was pretty good. He did not waver. I mean, he was going right at guys, didn't really give up a lot. I mean, of course, he gave up a 2-run jack to freaking Didi Gregorius, who apparently loves hitting dingers in our ballpark. Funny fact, they're actually showing on PTI Brett Gardner throwing his batting helmet against the rack. I think it was like the helmet rack. And it ricocheted off the helmet rack, and it bounced to the bat rack, and then it bounced up and right in the face, gave him a split lip. And if you're wondering how he did that, why he did that, he thought he hit a home run, and Jordan Luplow, of all people, was there, and he made a spectacular catch after, and of course he crashed into the wall, doing his best Bradley Zimmer impression, although I would not say do that again because I don't want my guy getting hurt. I mean, I love me some Jordan Luplow. He has been absolutely killing it with this squad. So, heading into game 2, CC making it possibly his final start in Cleveland, unless we face these guys in the playoffs, which could happen. But I didn't know what to expect from Plutko. I knew Sabathia was going to be money, and the Indians brought the offense, although it didn't show up until later in the game. Again, as for the second game in a row, literally, few batters in, first inning, Didi Gregorius hits a 2-run shot, and 2-0 once again Yankees. So it'll be 2-0 until the bottom of the 4th when Jose Ramirez scores Santana on a sac fly to right field. And then we all thought Roberto Perez hit a 2-run home run, but it barely missed. It hit the yellow marking on the top of the wall. Like, that's as high as you could go without it being a home run. And it was still, run still scored. It was a double. It's not like you didn't score anything. But, yeah, we still scored a run. Game's still tied. And then bottom of the 5th, Oscar Mercado, who comes out of nowhere, hits a ding-dong to right center, scoring Lindor, 4-2 Indians. And then Roberto Perez said, you know what? You know that last ball I hit that barely went out. Well, I'm going to make sure this one does not have that problem. And he absolutely smashes one to the home run porch in left field, right by where the grandstands are. And yeah, that was awesome. Of course, I streamed this game. It was awesome. At the time, he homered, I believe, in 4 straight games. And then, not to be outdone, Kevin Plawecki, who was our catcher in that game. Roberto Perez was the DH. Plawecki also homered for his second homer of the year. So that made it 7-2. Yeah. 2-run shot by Perez, 6-2, and then Plawecki homered after that, a few batters later. And we were that close to goal. I think it was Kipnis who was after Perez, of course. Freaking Kipnis, buzzkill. And 7-2, top of the 7th, Gleyber Torres and Gio Urshela both scored runs. Torres with an RBI double, scoring the run, and then Gio Urshela with a sac fly to score another run. Gleyber Torres. So they made it 7-4. Got me a little nervous, and then the Indians pretty much put it out of reach with a Kevin Plawecki sac fly, which, by the way, sac flies are vastly underrated. So again, here comes Brad Hand. Torres grounded out. Morales grounded out. By the way, this dude, Kendrys Morales, low-key, when I heard he was available, I thought maybe the Indians could go after him. But nah, I don't want him. He's slow. He's slower than molasses in January, bro. I mean, hustle, bro. I mean, this dude's literally like walking. Like, there was a play, I think it happened in this game. This dude grounded out to Lindor. Lindor literally fielded the ball, looked. He could have played catch with the outfielders. He could have went to the concession stand and got himself a hot dog or nachos, and he still would have had time. And he could have also waited in line for all that stuff too, and he would have still had time to throw out Morales. He could have, done anything. He could have went over and signed autographs, and he would have still had time to do it. And then Clint Frazier doubled, and then we got Urshela swinging. So that ended that one. Indians get the win, 8-4. Plutko gets his second win of the year, 2-1. Sabathia is 3-3. So looking at the box score, Sabathia went 5 innings, 7 hits, 4 runs, all earned, 1 walk, 5 Ks, and 1 homer. He was actually taken out because I believe there was a bunt or something, or it was a light grounder, and he went off the mound to go get the ball. And, with how large Sabathia is, and, his knees are not the greatest, so he might have been laboring a little bit, so they took him out for precautionary reasons. They don't want him to hurt his knee. They want him to make sure he plays the rest of the year. And then Plutko went 6 innings, 3 hits, 2 runs, all earned, 4 Ks, and 1 homer. Not bad. Not bad for Plutko. And then Perez came in there, and the rest of the bullpen did their thing. I was very impressed. So now we head to Game 3 of the series. And, of course, it was supposed to be Tanaka against Bieber. I'm thinking, okay, well, the Yankees are going with a bullpen day. I'm like, okay, that's cool. They can roll with their bullpen day. We have Bieber, our ace, on the mound. I think we got this. Hopefully Bieber shuts them down, and, we can rattle their bullpen a little bit. And, man, that was farther from the truth. Oh, my God. The first 1 2/3 innings for the Indians, it looked like another dominant start for Shane Bieber. It looked like a start where Bieber was just going to get 20 Ks or something and only give up maybe 1 or 2 runs while the Indians blow him out or something. No. Everything was working fine. 2 outs in the second. Clint Frazier gets a hit. And then Brett Gardner goes yard. Gardy Party. And after that home run, I don't know what happened to Bieber. I mean, he just, like, his ace ability just left him. He could not get another out. Literally. He couldn't get out of the inning. It felt like that second inning went like an hour. They scored 5 runs in the second inning. I'm thinking, oh, God, here we go. And then, they go to the bullpen. First comes A.J. Cole, and I'm like, all right, this, he does all right. And then they brought out what? Nick Goody. I'm like, what is this? Are we showcasing all the former Yankee pitchers we have? And then the thing that really chased him was, of course, after Gardner's homer, you had LeMahieu getting an RBI single, and then Luke Voigt with a double, a 2-run double. And I'm pretty sure that's what chased him. And then that would be it for the Yankees, pretty much. And I'm thinking, okay, we're probably going to get shut out. Bieber's going to take the L. This freaking sucks. But hey, a pitcher will have a stinker like this every once in a while. It happens. And then I'm like, okay, well, it's like 6th inning coming up. Yankees are getting their heavy hitters ready. First comes Canely, and I'm like, okay, here comes Canely. All right. First pitch, Leonis Martin. Bam! Freaking just hits that thing like way out of the park. I'm like, okay, good start. 5-1. Golf clap, not a shutout. Good job. By the way, up until that point, I think we had like one hit. And it was a measly little Jose Ramirez blooper. That was it. Up until that point. Wow. And then all of a sudden, it's like a dam broke or something. Then Santana singled in a run, scoring Mercado again. And then, out of nowhere, Mike Freeman comes in because Jason Kipnis, I guess, had hip tightness. And they wanted him, they didn't want to risk him getting hurt. Like, that would really mean anything because he sucks. Not like Mike Freeman's any better, but still, bruh. So Mike Freeman comes up, his first at bat. What does he do? Bam! Hits a freaking home run. His first of the year. 2-run shot. Just like that, it's a 1-run game. And I'm like, all right, well, we got a game now. Let's go. And then, top of the 7th comes up. Bullpen just shuts it down. Top of the 7th. Tyler Wilson comes in for Clippard. Strikes out Sanchez. Makes Torres line out softly, and then strikes out Frazier. And then here comes Ottavino. Very, very good pitcher. Perez grounds out, and then here comes Jake Bauers. And I'm like, okay, what you got for us, Jake? Well, he had an absolute moonshot. Solo shot ties the game. Martin flew out, and then Lindor grounded out, and that was it. And then it'd be like that tie game until the top of the 9th. And Clint Frazier would score on a sac fly to center field. Funny thing is, on the top of the 9th, though, what happened was, we still had the pitcher in from the 8th. Let me see who that was. Simber. We had Simber in there. And, of course, Adam Simber is prone to just freaking prolapsing on the floor and just collapsing on his face. And, again, top of the 8th, does good, makes Maben line out, and then gets LeMahieu swinging. And then Zach Britton comes in for Ottavino in the bottom of the 8th. Mercado grounded out. Santana walked. Freeman grounded out into a force. And then Luplow grounded out. So nothing doing there. Head into the 9th. Still Simber out there. Hicks flew out. Voigt singled. Sanchez doubled. And then Simber intentionally walked Torres. and then Frazier sack fly. And I'm thinking, okay, this is over. It's probably over. And then Perez came in and got Gardner to ground out. Bottom of the ninth comes, and here comes Chapman. First guy he sees, Jose Ramirez. Single. Okay, good start. And then this dude tries to pick off Ramirez, and he throws the ball wild, goes over the hand of LeMahieu, who's playing first. And I mean, if the ball would have stayed in the park, like if it didn't go in the seats, Jose would have went to third. But no matter, went to second, not bad. They walk Perez. And then, they bring in Naquin for Perez. And then Jake Bauers comes up. And this is the turning point of the game, in my opinion. This is the turning point right here for us. Jake Bauers comes up, no outs. And what does he do? He bunts. And, you're like, okay. You bunt. Runners at second and third. Maybe, with a bad play, maybe you're even on base. Maybe the bases are loaded. I don't know. With no out. Well, this guy failed, as usual. He does something good. Then he turns on and just completely chokes on it. And that's where the game pretty much went away from us. That's part one right there, because if he successfully bunts, runners are at second and third. Plawecki, who was up next, flew out. If there was a runner on third and second and third there, the runner at third takes off, he tags, scores. You're tied. Then the winning run would probably move to third. And then Lindor would be up next, and he actually reached on a fielder's choice. So essentially, Ramirez scored anyway, thanks to a misplay by Didi Gregorius. That he tried to field it, and it went off his leg and rolled to the third base foul territory. I don't know. Would you have sent Naquin? I don't know. And now that was intense. But we tied the game up again. And then Mercado struck out swinging. I'm like, okay. That was our chance to win the game right there. And then top of the 10th comes around. And got Urshela to fly out. Got Maben doubled. LeMahieu grounded out. Hicks doubled, scoring a run. And then Gregorius struck out. And then bottom of the 10th, here comes Stephen Tarpley, who gets all three guys swinging and missing. So, yeah, that's how it went. That is how it went for the Indians there. So we lose the third game of the series. They avoid the sweep by a final score of 7-6 in 10 innings. So, yeah, we still have not swept the Yankees at home in like 50 years, which is insane. Chapman gets the win, 1-1. Perez takes the loss. He's 1-1, and Tarpley gets his first save of his career. How did the pitchers do? Well, of course, the Yankees went with a bullpen day. They used almost all their other bullpen arms, the ones that were not used before. Chad Green got the start with 2 innings, phenomenal. Cortez unhittable for 3 innings. Canley came in there, and that's when it all collapsed. 1 inning, 4 hits, 4 runs, all earned, 1 K and 2 homers. And then Ottavino came in, had the blown save. I think, was that a blown save? Something like that, whatever. He came in, 1 inning, had a 1 hit, 1 run, earned, and a homer. That was it. Britton came in there, 1 walk. Chapman came in there, 1 inning, 1 hit, 1 run, unearned, walk, and a strikeout. And then Tarpley struck out the side. So after Cortez, the rest of their guys got 1 inning apiece. Bieber went 1 2/3, and 5 hits, 5 runs, 5 all earned, 2 walks, 4 Ks, 1 homer. After that, the bullpen shut him down, essentially, except for Simber and Perez. It's kind of funny how the former Yankee pitchers all were amazing. And then you get to Simber and Oliver Perez, and they completely fall in the face. Now, we probably could have used Whitgren, but we'd used him before, and obviously we're not using Hand in that situation. So, oh well, at least we took another series. That is now 2 straight series wins over 2 division-leading teams. And now we get back to action tomorrow, 2-game series against the Reds. And looking at the series preview for these guys, 2 games. We have these guys 2 games here starting tomorrow, and then we have 2 games in Cincy right before the All-Star break. Like the last series before the All-Star break, 2 games. We literally play at the final game before the break, the same day as the the celebrity game or whatever, and the futures game too. So obviously they're not playing here because they got the festivities going on. But yeah, game 1 of the series will feature Luis Castillo for the Reds, 6-1, 2.26 ERA, 90 Ks, against Trevor Bauer, 4-6, 3.93 ERA, and 103 strikeouts. Now, hopefully Trevor Bauer can, not suck. That would be good. I'd prefer if he does not suck in this one. It would also help if he had run support. In his last game, freaking Max Kepler sunned him. Hit 3 homers off of him. Most of the runs were scored by Kepler. I think all but 1 run was scored by Kepler, which is crazy. And hopefully he can rebound against I'm not going to say they're a trash Reds team, but they're not good. They have some good players, but they're not good. Like, no. And then game 2 of the series will be Anthony Desclafani, 2-3, 4.70 ERA and 62 strikeouts, going up against Zach Plazak, who is 1-1 with a 1.86 ERA and 14 Ks. Plazak has looked phenomenal in all 3 of his starts thus far. Of course, he didn't have any offense in that one loss to the White Sox. Literally, we did not score. But he went up against, Lucas Giolito, and he friggin' just silenced us. Silence. But I think we can easily take this series. This is the start of a really good stretch for the Indians in which we're facing teams who are either not good or they're just decent. I think the most decent team we face is the Rangers. Rangers are literally the best team we face for the rest of the month, and we're there for 4 games. We got the Reds, we got the Tigers twice, we got Kansas City, I think twice. We got the O's. If we play like we played in the 4 games that we've won these last 2 series, we could easily, we're probably going to lose a game here and there. I don't expect us to win every single game like this, every single one of these games down this stretch. But if we do, oh my God, we're going to catch up to them Twins real quick, because looking at the Twins' schedule for the rest of the month, it's rather challenging. You got the Mariners at home, although the Mariners low-key suck. But, they could still get off a couple wins off of the Twins. And then you got Kansas City, and then they got Boston. And then they got Kansas City again, and then they got Tampa, and then Chicago, the White Sox. I have to say Chicago, the White Sox, because there's 2 Chicagos. For the Indians, we only have Kansas City 1 time. Okay. But we have, of course, the Reds for 2. We have an off day in between. That also helps. We don't need the 5th pitcher right now, which gives Clevenger a little bit more time to get healed up. but we're probably going to need him for this upcoming little stand we got coming up here because we got Plazak playing on game 2. We have an off day again, and then we go to Detroit for 3, then we go to Texas for 4, and we're back against Detroit for 3 at home, and we have Kansas City at home, and then we have Baltimore on the road. I say we win at least 95% of those games. I could see us easily losing 1 to the Tigers, maybe 1 or 2 to the Rangers. I think we could easily sweep them at home, and then maybe losing 1 to the Kansas City because that seems like what we always do. Baltimore, we should sweep. We should sweep them. I don't think we will, but that'd be awesome. I mean, if we literally come into this little stand, against Cincinnati, sweep them, sweep Detroit, sweep the Rangers, sweep the Tigers again, sweep Kansas City, and then sweep Baltimore, I don't think Minnesota will be in the lead. Or they will be. It'll be like a tinier little lead they have. Cool part is we have an off day on the 13th. Let's see what they got. Okay, they play the Mariners. So we need the Mariners to win on the 13th. That could help us out. Help us gain a half a game. Just win as many games as you can. That's all you can do. What else is there? Let me see if I can get these pitching matchups. Oh, they don't have the pitching matchups for the Tiger series. As you can understand, because we have the off day, they got to see how everyone's doing. Tomorrow, I believe Clevenger will be having another rehab assignment. So hopefully he'll be ready to go by maybe the next Tiger series at home. That'd be lit. Maybe we could even get him ready for Texas. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see what they decide because from what I'm hearing, he's looking good. It's been a while since we've seen Clevenger on the mound. He hurt his back or something, and I've seen Kluber. He was doing like a camp thing with some kids, one of those like kids baseball camps or whatever, and he has the cast on. Carrasco, I have not gotten any updates on him. Salazar, I'm pretty sure he's still trying to come back. I haven't heard any updates on him. Zimmer, I don't know what he's up to. And the only guy I think on our IL is Dan Otero, and I haven't heard anything about him. It's kind of weird not seeing him in the bullpen, though. But, hey, it happens. But, yep, that is about it for that. Let's take a look at the comments real quick. What's the score? There is no score. Sweep Cincy, hell yeah. Sweep those biters. Yeah, we'll try, Steele. We'll try. We're going to try. We can sweep them for you, Steele Jackson. Sign Trevor. We're not out of it yet. No, I think the only tough team we got next is the Houston Astros and the Brewers. I don't think the Twins play today. No, they're not playing today. They play tomorrow. Dang it. But it's going to be a really fun next couple weeks. We just got to keep winning, man. We got to stop this crap. But, I mean, it's hard to do anything on offense when you've got, like, a bunch of stiffs. I mean, you got Lindor, you got Santana, who's good. You got Ramirez, who's a bum. You got Bowers, bum. You got, who else? Freeman. I mean, he doesn't really do anything. Kepnes is a certified stiff half the time. Although he decided to show up against the Yankees, which is shocking. But, I mean, I guess, he likes beating the Yankees. I don't know. He had a couple hits in the Yankees series. Hasn't done much after that. But not really much else to say. I'm going to see if they have any updates on the injury report here. Because I expect Clevenger to be back. He'll be the first one back out of the core of our injured players. He'll be the first one back, I'm sure. Let me see if they've posted any updates. No, they have not. Okay. The latest updated one was Corey Kluber from 2 days ago. Non-displaced ulnar fracture on right arm. Eesh. Taro, yeah, right shoulder inflammation. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with these guys. Salazar has been on the 60-day recovering from right shoulder surgery from last year. They say Zimmer could be back by mid-June, and Carrasco will be back by 2019. I don't know. And then Clevenger will be back in probably next week or so. But Jeffrey Rodriguez too. I haven't heard anything about him yet. Right, lat tightness. I don't know I don't have any updates, but when I do get an update on any of these guys, I'll probably talk about it in my next stream, whether it's a game stream or one of these. But that's going to wrap it up for this live stream. Of course, join me tonight as maybe we see the NBA Finals wrap up. Raptors trying to wrap up the finals and bring home their franchise's first NBA title. So that'll be fun to watch. Hope you guys tune in and we can get lit. But other than that, not really much else to say. I'm Crazy Dog 99. Let's go Tribe. And I'm out.